Well, it's Brent Forbes here with Golden West Radio, joined by Miss Meili from Vanier Collegiate. How are you doing today?
I am great, thank you.
Well, I just want to say again a big congratulations, Miss Meili. You've been selected as our April winner for Education Appreciation.
Oh, I'm quite honored and very humbled by it.
I'm just going to read the description we got for your nomination. It comes from Monique Byers. She said, "I'm nominating Leanne Meili, who works at Vanier Collegiate. She's a passionate educator who works tirelessly, shaping students as leaders. She is positive and inspiring. She is always on the lookout for her colleagues, modeling service and professionalism. Leanne is the real deal." What does it mean to get a nomination like that? It obviously speaks so highly of you.
Well, it kind of leaves me speechless, but I work with wonderful people. The staff at Vanier is incredible. Our students are incredible. So it's easy to be passionate when you're able to go into a building that gives you lots of energy and just makes you want to do good things every day. So I think that's why I enjoy what I do, because of the people that I work with and the students that I get to interact with on a daily basis.
That's great to hear. And just as a thank you for all that you do, we want to say a big thank you with Education Appreciation by giving you a fantastic prize package, including custom artwork from 32 Flavors, a gift basket from Rapture Spawn Boutique, and gift certificates from Street Steakhouse and Bar, Soltopia Elixir and Juice Bar, Belize Moda in Regina, Skates and Skirts in Moss Bank, and Dream Drop Shop. So a big prize, but again, small compared to all the work that you do on a daily basis.
Well, I thank you very much, and to all the people that contributed to that wonderful prize package. That's incredible, and we're just fortunate. I'm fortunate. I know the staff at Vanier are very fortunate building, working with our students during this very challenging time. But like I said, it's easy to go to work when I work with wonderful people, and we're all making a difference in the building and doing what we can to help our students during this time, for sure.
Absolutely. Can you tell us just a little bit about your teaching background? What got you into teaching, what you teach at Vanier there?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm actually a Vanier Collegiate graduate. I graduated in 1993, a long time ago. And the reason I wanted to get into education was because I had some wonderful role models and teachers that I had throughout my high school career. I always wanted to be a phys ed teacher, a phys ed major, because of an individual by the name of Andreoni. He had such an impact on me, as well as many others during my high school career. So I went to U of R, got my Bachelor of Education, majoring in phys ed, minoring in social studies. I started my career at Riverview Collegiate, loved that experience. I was there for the first kind of semester, and then I got a call that was probably the life-changing call if I was interested in coming back to Vanier Collegiate to teach Wellness 10, and that was 23 years ago. And I was nervous, I was young, and I have been here ever since. So I have taught phys ed the majority of my career, a bunch of other things too, social, and I've taught Christian ethics, English, and then about 6 years ago, I took on a kind of new role as the academic advisor. So that is what I do right now. I do all the scheduling and help kids with their grad plans. And I also still teach in the classroom, which I absolutely love. And I'm also teaching online through Regina Catholic, because we have a partnership with them. So I have done it all. I love it. I love Vanier Collegiate. I love the culture. I love the staff. My 3 children, 2 of my children have gone to Vanier Collegiate and graduated. My third is in grade 10, and I can't imagine being anywhere else. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're very passionate about what you do, and it not only shows with how you speak about your job, but also in the fact that you were nominated here. You talk about Mr. Andreoni. Obviously, he's had a big impact on a lot of people. How did his relationship or his teaching relationship with you influence the way that you help kids now in that advisor role?
I think with Coach A, for me, it was he just connected with every kid. Like, he'd walk through the hallways of Vanier Collegiate and just be like, "Hey, how you doing today?" And he always knew the kids. He would joke with you. He had those boundaries, though. Like, I always felt like I never wanted to let him down, right? But he, you messed up, but yet he'd always kind of give you that smirk or that smile that was going to be okay. So you knew to work hard. He connected. He saw goodness in everybody. And he was fun. He was a fun educator. And when I was fortunate to come back to work at Vanier, I got to work with him as a colleague, and it was same. It was still fun. It was like I always learned stuff from him, how to interact, how to be a good colleague, how to be a good educator, how to be a good coach. Just so many takeaways and such a huge impact in my life for sure. And I still think about him all the time when I walk into the gym and I see our big A, and think that he is still with us. That's for sure.
Absolutely. And you can tell that you've taken that experience and kind of probably put it into your own day to day at Vanier Collegiate. And I'm sure there's students that have come and gone over those years that would probably speak the same about you. So,
well, thank you.
Lastly, before we kind of wrap things up here, I just want you to talk about this school year or the past year here or so with the pandemic, as much as you can, about how challenging it's been and how you guys there have kind of overcome those obstacles.
For sure. Last year when I always remember, like when we got the call that or the announcement that we weren't going to be in the building, it was obviously not a good feeling. It was a loss for sure. It just didn't feel right. And I remember going back into the building after kind of on our pause week and getting some stuff, and it just over like sadness, 100% sadness, because the school should be filled with kids and extracurricular and whatnot. So it was a lot of sadness. We had to shift very quickly to an online and try to connect with our students. So that was really challenging. And then we moved forward to the fall where we were back in the building. And I tell you, I just was excited. A lot of challenges, moving to, having our online platform to in class, but also with our kids and no extracurricular. So it has been challenging. We're trying to make the best of it for sure. Having the kids in the seats at Vanier Collegiate is something that is the most important, right? Having that interaction on a daily basis is huge. The kids are super resilient. They're what keeps us going every day. Their smiling faces and stuff like that. So we're just grateful that we can interact with them and we can be in the building. I'm learning a lot, just like they are. Like, they're resilient. We're resilient. We have to be, because this is what we're here to do. And we're trying to make the best of the situation. And, we're just hopeful that things will get back to normal sooner, obviously, than later. And like I said, we're just really trying to make the best of the situation and take away all the things that we've learned and how we're going to apply that in the future for sure.
Right. Yeah. It's all about adaptation, and
Absolutely.
That's going to be the case even when things go back to normal, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Whoops. Yeah. So just as we wrap up here, again, I just want to say a huge thank you on behalf of Golden West Radio. We really appreciate the educators here in our community, such as yourself. Obviously, speaking with you here, I can tell that you are very passionate about your job, and the students at Vanier Collegiate are all better for it.
Well, thank you very much. And like I said, I'm very honored, very humbled by this award, or this little appreciation, and we'll continue to do what we do. And I want to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.